going on, ladies and gentlemen? AnsleyD back at you with another video. Early morning, out in nature, in tune with nature, enjoying the birds singing and the winds. Just the early morning. You hear that? The early morning nature. They up early, birds up early. Early birds catches the worm. Just another idea of life and another connection of nature and life itself, right? Hear the birds chirping, they're getting it started early. Early bird catches the worm. What that means is never quit, right? Never quit. No matter what's going on, no matter the obstacles, no matter what adversity is coming your way, the struggles, the setback, the idea, the mindset is to never quit. The only way to lose, right? The only way to lose in life is to quit. Let me repeat that again, because I need to keep that in my mind. The only way to lose is to quit. We're going to get hit with adversities. We're going to hit with the setbacks. We're going to hit with different kind of struggles, different kind of challenges, unexpected challenges. But the main thing is to keep that focus and have that mindset and make sure that we don't quit. Because remember, the only way to lose is to quit. As long as you continue to make that effort and continue to go forward, you have not lost. You're just learning, right? It's just a learning period. So either you win or you learn. So if things didn't go your way, obstacles keep setting your back, you keep having downfalls and drawbacks and things like that, all that means is don't quit. Keep going. You have not lost yet, you're just learning. Everyone experiences setbacks. Everyone has challenges. Everyone have adversity. All type of things that will come our way that will probably stray us away from our goals and our focus, right? However, those who achieve the most experience has experienced a lot of setbacks. So those who experience like success and who you think are having success or having a growth in whatever they're doing in their life and they're moving forward the right way and towards their goal, most of the time they've actually experienced some kind of setback, some kind of drawback, some kind of downfall, some kind of challenge which let them learn a lesson from what they're doing. They was doing whatever they're doing, they got a setback, they got a drawback, some adversity. What they're able to do is to not quit. Just continue the way of the plan, continue to revamp the plan, and try different things. Step out of the uncomfortability, right? Get uncomfortable, right? Get unfamiliar. The unfamiliarity, what was it? The unfamiliar territory, right? Get with the unfamiliar territory. That's a video I did. You can probably see it somewhere over here. Just click the link. But we talk about unfamiliar territories and going up against unfamiliar territory, despite the challenges, despite that the challenges may be uncomfortable. The challenges may be unpredictable, unexpected, right? But we still got to go ahead and go forward. However, to achieve the best experience off of the learning experience, even though we have the setbacks, we can persist as long as we take each goal and reach towards each goal, right? So we're gonna have our setbacks and things like that, but the only way to achieve and continue to be successful in our life and our life path is to not to quit and to continue to persist as long as it takes to reach each goal, right? So each goal, plan it out, the task that we have to take, continue to write it down and continue to persist. No matter the drawbacks, no matter the setbacks, we will have adversity, we will have challenges. Just go ahead and find a way to make it through and continue to go each and every day towards your goals, towards reaching your goals. And it does seem harder and harder. And does it ever seem that you are blocked in every direction? Sometimes it will seem that way. Sometimes you think that you're on the right path, but then you get a setback and you thought, okay, well, what to do now, right? So sometimes those directions, those different directions may seem blocked. However, even though they're blocked, that's the time to get creative, right? That's the time to get uncomfortable. That's the time to seek out the... Sometimes these birds just be catching me how they be moving. Sometimes now is the time to get uncomfortable and go out into uncomfortability and go out in the uncomfortable territory, right? Right? So continue to seek your goal, continue to seek what you're doing, because you're probably on the right direction. Even though the direction get blocked, there's other ways. It's time to get creative, become more flexible, be open up to new opportunities, new ideas, and open yourself to the possibility that there are most certainly a way to get there, right? So just look for the possibilities that are most certainly that will get you there. Avoid negative, even though that's going to be hard. Try to avoid negativity in your life, negative thoughts, negative decisions, negative thoughts and conversations, negative ideas, all of that. Try to eliminate that from your head, from your mind, to have the right mindset, right? Because sometimes when you get stuck in a rut, right? You get stuck in a rut, and the rut can suddenly and unexpectedly run out, right? The rut can suddenly and unexpectedly run out. What a great opportunity that can create when you get out of that rut. When you learn from that experience, when you learn from, okay, I was in a rut and I did this task. Okay, I was in a rut and I got my mindset right to create more positive movement, to go forward and to create new possibilities, right? So when you get out of that unexpected rut, right, it is what a great opportunity that can be when you learn from it and be able to climb out of it, climb out of that rut, look around, and you see the possibilities, you see what's available, you see the things that you've been missing out of because you've been in that rut and you're not even focusing on the possibilities around you because you've been in that rut, you've been stuck in that rut. And since you're not even trying to move out of the rut, you gotta be careful sometimes in these woods because we be having like foxes and stuff. I don't want to see no deer pop out on me. But when you get in that rut, try your best to climb out of the rut and find the opportunities that you can climb out of it. Climb out of that rut. Look around. See the valuable that you're bringing. See how valuable you are. See the opportunities in life. And maybe even see the valuable opportunity that you've been missing out of because you've been in that rut. So never quit, right? We're never going to quit. We're going to continue to find a way, continue to try to have the right mindset, continue to be positive, get out of that rut, climb out of that rut, learn from the experience. Even though things not going your way, it's not a loss. It's just a learning experience towards the possibility of that greater future that certainly is going to be there when you continue to go forward if you don't quit, right? Continue to move forward towards those goals, towards those dreams. Don't quit. Get out of that rut. Get out of that rut. Learn from the experiences. Develop those experiences into skills. Should even monetize those skills, right? And continue, right? Continue towards what you've been missing out of, especially if you've been in a rut. Never quit. Use each setback, each disappointment as a stepping stool, as a step towards each success, towards each goal, as a cue to push more forward and ahead, to be more determined, to get over the obstacles, over the challenges, the setbacks, and never quit. Never quit. And you'll create the life that you choose, the life that you see, the life that you decided to have. So never quit. Continue the journey. Continue the possibilities that you can create more, that you can learn from the experience and become a better person. Just don't quit, right? So shout outs to Ralph Marston and the motivator, the daily motivator. Ralph Marston be giving me a lot of gems and jewels to go off and give me some tidbits, some ideas. So prepare yourself for a better day, right? Prepare yourself by having a mindset, understanding that you're never going to quit. Each setback, you're never going to quit. Each disappointment, you're not going to quit, because each is a learning lessons towards each success in life, right? And it's a cue to push yourself forward towards better, a better future. Be determined, be positive, have the right mindset, and don't quit. Never quit. The only way that you will lose is if you quit. We're going to say that one more time. The only way that you will lose is if you quit. One more time. The only way that you will lose is if you quit. So don't quit, right? Keep it going. Keep that journey going. Keep that mindset positive. Continue to move forward despite the setbacks, despite the struggles, despite the unpredictable circumstances, unpredictable situations. Just despite everything that come in your life, don't quit, right? Don't quit. Just keep the journey, keep it going, and learn from the different setbacks, learn from the lessons, and continue to be great. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.